What's up, gals? Welcome back to my channel. It's Whit here again with another video. So today I got a new tutorial for you. I got a tutorial for you guys, and I'm gonna be using the newest palette on the block. Well, at least for right now, because we always get new stuff in the beauty community. Because, you know, brands just think the money never runs dry over here. We just want to keep buying and buying and buying. No, actually, you know, I buy a lot, but I actually do have some sort of like control. I don't buy everything, but I do buy a lot. But yes, this is the newest palette by Beauty Bay. This is their Sunset Horizon palette. And they dropped 2 new palettes actually. And I just finished doing a video on this. The tutorial using this palette should be up by the time this video is going live, so make sure you check that out. But yeah, so this is the palette that we got here, and this is the eye look that I created. Does it feel like a sunset horizon? I'm so freaking annoying. Let me not ramble too much. Let's go ahead and hop into this video. But before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Follow your girl on Instagram. Follow me on the But yes, let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I already have my base done because I just finished filming a tutorial using the Book of Magics. And if you haven't seen that, after this video, check it out. I will have it linked down below and also in a cue card, but watch this video first and then, you know, head over there. I already have my base done. Usually when I do 2 looks in a day, I take everything off. But I said to hell with that today. Like, I ain't got time for all of that. Like I said in my previous video showing the Book of Magic, this is not marketed as a pressed pigments palette, so I'm going to use it like a regular palette. So I'm not gonna start off with a darker color. I'm going to layer on. And where do I start? Okay, I feel like the bottom half of this palette is very similar in color story to the other palette, the Book of Magic. So I know I'm not doing anything blue because I just did a whole blue look, but I definitely want to play with like these oranges, the strawberry color, and even this purple. Yeah. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. I'm gonna start off with the shade Reef. I'm gonna go into that shade. It's like this really pretty orangey color, and I'm just gonna pop this into my crease. Next, I want to go into that flamingo shade. Oh my gosh, let me pull this back some more. Okay, I'm gonna go into that flamingo shade. Like, it looks, this looks like I'm about to like just freak out. Oh, I love it. I love pink, and this is a pretty, excuse me. This is such a pretty pink. It reminds me of it actually reminds me of that MAC lipstick, All Fired Up. I haven't used this in years. Oh, it still smells like that standard MAC lipstick smell, which I love the smell of their lipsticks. But anyways, that's what this shade is reminding me of, but we're just gonna go ahead and pack this color on. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take another brush and I'm just going to blend this out, and I'm thinking it's gonna form a pretty orange shade. Okay. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do y'all see what just happened? It's like picking up the shadow that I put down. So, okay. So I'm gonna stick to the brush that I was already using, and I'm just going to use that to try and blend this out, because using that other brush was like taking away the shadow that I put down. It was weird. Okay, so that shade kind of blended itself out. It's not nearly as like rich as it was when I first put it down. So what I'm thinking is, well, it really doesn't matter because I want to cover this up with purple anyway. But now I'm going to re-emphasize this pink because I want y'all to know that I'm wearing pink. So let's put a little bit more on. But yeah, this is a shade that once you start blending, it starts sharing itself out, and then you have to kind of go back and like reinforce it once you kind of get the blend you want. Okay, so this is what it's looking like right now. I like it, but okay, so I'm actually gonna go into the shade called Sorbet, which is another orange type color in the palette, and I'm just gonna go over this Reef shade because I need the crease color to be a little bit higher up. The way my eye shape is set up, I have a lot of eye space, which, you know, is beautiful. But if you only stick to like down here, the eyelid looks weird on my eyes. And I've noticed that when people like, you know, because I don't know if you're new to my channel, I work at Sephora, and you know, we do trainings and stuff, and a lot of my coworkers, or people, or not even coworkers, just people who have done my makeup, they love my eye shape, like, oh my gosh, all that space, but they always mess up and only do the eye look here. They don't know what to do on my eye space. So hence why, like, when I was looking, I was just like, it looks nice, but like I need a little bit higher up, where it just kind of looks like I only did half of my eyes, like I left the rest alone. So yeah. Ooh, this is cute. Okay, okay. All right, so next I want to go into the shade called Hibiscus. Is it hibiscus or hibiscus? I hear people say it both ways. Y'all let me know. Which one is it? I want to go into that shade. It's like a very cool toned, muted purple. Looks like this. And let me see what that's gonna look once placed down. I'm trying to avoid going into Twilight, because that's like my, that's me right there, okay? Me and Twilight, which is like the dark purple in the palette. This shade. That's me any day, but let me play around with this color. I feel like I might dip into Twilight. Yeah, I think I might. Actually, I think I know what I wanted to do now. Dang it. Let me see if I can work around it. Okay, so I just tried blending this, and as you guys can see that little right there. Okay. So this is a little different because I just finished trying the other palette and everything worked beautifully. And yet again, these shades, I don't know, maybe I should have placed down the deeper shades first, but like they're not sticking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap this purple. We're gonna leave that alone. Leave it alone. I'm gonna go into the Twilight shade. I'm just gonna go into that deeper purple and place that down. I'll see that harsh line right here. I'm just going to just slightly blend the edges with the, because this is a pointed brush. So that way I can like fade it into this crease colors that I have. And it's like creating its own little line, but I can't get shadow to stick there. Okay, so I blended that shade as much as I could into my crease colors. I'm gonna take the same purple and I'm going to place this color down again, which it's not sticking, and I don't know why. You know, it's not every day cut your crease. I don't want to cut my crease. I just want to do eyeshadow the old school way. You know, start with the lighter colors, go into the darker shades. You know, it's not everyday pressed pigment. It's not everyday, and this isn't a pressed pigments palette, so hence why I used it this way. But like, it's coming off like I would have been better off starting with a deeper shade, which I honestly just did not want to do. But hold on, this is working. This is actually working. It's blending out the edges nicely, actually. I mean, this happens, you know, when you sometimes when you layer too many mattes, this can happen to you. But how many did I do? It was when I got to the third color, that first purple is where this started. So I guess it was too many, and it's just like, nah, bro, we clocking out. Primer's like, you know, more. For the most part blended. Y'all see that like harsh line. I'm gonna try and pack a little bit more of that purple shade here. I feel like I'm really adding a lot of this purple shade on here. I'm gonna leave that purple alone because I feel like the more and more I just do to it, it's just gonna irritate me. I'm getting some fallout. I'm gonna clean that up. Ooh, I'm torn between which shade to use. I'm torn between this gold right here and this color. Kind of want to do both, but if I do both, I'm gonna have to cut my crease. That's what we're just going to have to do because I want to use both of these colors. So I went ahead and cut my crease. I think this actually will give me opportunity to kind of like, ouch. Okay, this will kind of give me opportunity to like, you know, lay down that purple shade again, the Twilight shade. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more here. And then for the lid shade, I wanted to use 2 colors. And I'm gonna start with the shade called Mirage. Okay, so I have that shade down. I'm gonna go into the shade called Burst. Okay, so with a brush, this shade looks very lackluster. I'm gonna try it with my finger. It gave a little some more. I'm gonna have to use a brush to like kind of like get it more detailed. But to just kind of like do the majority of the application, I'm gonna use my finger. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that purple shade, which I hate the way this eye looks. This eye looks ideal. For some reason, I cut this crease weird or something, but I'm not liking it, so. The look is like, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Why? Y'all see this? Yo, this is about to irritate the life out of me. I'm gonna go back with the primer and I'm gonna put some more product or primer there and redo this because this separation is irritating the life out of me. Like, ugh. Oh my gosh, so much better, so much better. And while I'm at it, might as well just go ahead and do the other eye because this eye is not nearly as bad, but shoot, let's make everybody look the same. Okay, so this is the eye look. It kind of came together. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes. I'm gonna do a lip, do my bottom shadow. For the bottom shadow, I'm just gonna literally take this purple and put it down there, put some black eyeliner, and I'll be back to give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. And it's, y'all see that? I want y'all to see that. I'll be back. All right, you guys, so this is the completed look. Okay, let's talk about this palette. I don't think I saw it anywhere, but this palette does not claim to be a pressed pigments palette. Now, if you're not too familiar with pressed pigments, normally it's better to start with your deeper shades. They're not really the easiest to like layer matte upon matte upon matte, because if you do that, eventually you will find what was happening to me where it's no longer sticking. Pretty much they need a tacky base to stick to, so that's the best way to apply them, or at least we've seen how to do it. And I did this the way I normally would do, just, you know, regular eyeshadows, where I start off with like a lighter shade and I build up into deeper shades. As you guys even saw with the very first, like that pink shade, the flamingo shade, which was this one, I started having that issue where it wasn't that pigment, which I was like, you know what, it's whatever, because I mean, the finished look, you don't even see it. It doesn't really need to be seen, whatever. So maybe I could have skipped that stage. I could have just, you know, instead of packing it, I could have just like, you know, blended it like normal as another shade, because yeah. And then I tried going into the hibiscus shade, which yet again, I probably could have cut that out because I wanted to try that purple. I wanted to use that purple. Then I realized it's not doing what I needed to do. And the look that I have in mind, it wasn't flowing. So I just ended up going for that twilight shade. So I personally think this was just kind of me. Sometimes you gotta be honest with yourself. I think this was more so like just the way I used it. I probably could have skipped the extra couple, you know, skip some steps. So I'm not gonna give this palette a bad review, even though I was frustrated in the meantime. I just think if I was to do it again, I would try different techniques and it should work just fine. I do like this. I'm gonna give you guys some swatches. Here are the swatches of these shades. But I wanted to do some comparisons because some of these shades are obviously, they look a little repeated. So I'm comparing it to the Book of Magics. This is the Sunset Horizon. And then also I have the Nikkie Beauty Bay palette, by the way, which is bigger. You do get more product in the Nikkie palette. And there is a bigger price difference. That palette costs $15 more than both of these. But what I did notice was the black in the Sunset Horizons was not nearly as pigmented as the black in the Book of Magic, and I'm gonna show you guys. So this one on the bottom is the one from the Sunset Horizon, while this one on top is the one from the Book of Magic. So right off the bat, The blue is way, I mean, sorry, not the blue. I was looking at a blue color as I was saying that. The black is way more intense. The bikini shade in this palette looks similar to the Enchanted shade, which is the one right here, that purple. So I wanted to compare those. Yeah, damn near similar. So the one on the bottom is from the Book of Magic, and then this is from the Sunset Horizon. Okay, the Sunset Horizon shade is this one, and this is the one from the Book of Magic. Similar. And in Nikki's palette, this shade right here called Mama Tutorials looks very similar to the shade called Oasis in the Sunset Horizon palette. So let's swatch that. So this is the one from the Nikki palette, and then this is the one from the Sunset Horizon. Actually, now that they're swatched, they look different, at least in real life. On camera, it's not looking so, but this looks more green based, while this is more of like a true on sky blue type of color. Okay, so there's some similarities. They both retail for $15. This eye look, it was a process to get here, but I would say I would definitely use this palette again, and I definitely want to try it a different way. So yes, I do like both of these palettes. Check out my other video showing my tutorial using the other palette. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below if you're going to pick up either one of these palettes. And don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram. And until next time, I'll talk to you beauties later. Bye.